They've played two injury-riddled teams over the past couple games. They're playing the Grizzlies again tonight, but they've lost the previous two games. And, even though they kind of lost semi-close, I mean, they got just dominated on and off the floor. Michael Porter scored 20 points in the first game. That was the only time a Nugget scored 20 points or more in those two games. Jamal Murray, in his last two games, is averaging 14 points with 3 turnovers and shooting 21% from three. Wow. So
Russ.
Well, Russ has not been playing much better either.
Yeah, but it's because he's coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Trust me.
But yeah, I mean, look, this is kind of mainly not so much about the Nuggets because we know when Jokic comes back, he'll be fine, right? Everything like that.
We know what this team is like without Jokic.
We know what this team is without Jokic. However, it is very concerning what we've been seeing over the past 18 months from Jamal Murray. Ever since they won the championship, everything regarding Jamal Murray on and off the floor has just not been it.
Yeah.
Like, he seems to have lost the drive, lost the competitive edge, the grit that he had. That's what he was known for.
I think he's hurt still.
No, he's a contract dropper.
No, I think
But he was playing bad before the extension.
Yeah.
Now you just added more. You added more gas to the fire.
He added more dollaritos, but he could be playing hurt. But again, it's kind of the same thing with Mikal Bridges. Just he looks checked out. He looks uninterested. He looks like he's satisfied, which
does
is not,
he though?
Which
Mikal looks a lot better recently.
He does.
Remember who you've been playing against. I'll just let you know with that regard. But yeah, it just doesn't look good, and the stats don't lie because on the floor, Jokic and Murray have the highest offensive rating out of any duo this year. Wow. The Nuggets with Nikola Jokic have the highest offensive rating this year in NBA history. And without him, they have the lowest in NBA history. So, I mean, there's just, first of all, there's no...
Are you saying Nikola Jokic is the GOAT?
He might be. He genuinely might be.
The stats, bro.
The stats, I think that's the reason why the Nuggets have been so passive at the trade deadline and in the offseason, because they know you could put a dead ferret on the floor, and he'll still probably average 20 and 10 with Jokic there.
Crazy.
It's nuts. With Jokic is off the floor, Murray's points per 100 possessions, it decreases by over 10 points, which is just, that's bottom percentile. We're talking bottom 5, level of bad. And look, it's just bad because Jokic can't be playing 40 minutes a night. Yeah, no. But look, at the end, he's capable of doing so, but you don't want to run the risk. But my problem is with Jamal Murray, because even tonight, man, they're winning right now. But you got to credit Christian Braun and Michael Porter for this game, because if I'm not mistaken, I'm pulling up the box score right now. They're playing the Grizzlies. They're winning by 25, so the game's over. Jamal Murray has 17 points, but he's shooting sub 50% from the field right now.
Okay.
So he's playing better.
Right.
But again, the Grizzlies have everyone sitting out. It just seems to be I've had a Murray rant just brewing for the past week, because it's just quite frankly inexcusable. And I witnessed this with Mikal Bridges last year. But Jamal Murray, let's be honest, Jamal Murray's twice the fucking player of Mikal Bridges. He's won a championship. He makes infinitely more money. He's achieved a lot more. We're just not seeing it. Jamal Murray is playing like a role player. And that's being generous, because it's one thing to struggle, but it's another thing to just visibly not care and not look after yourself. He's not in good shape whatsoever, whether he's healthy or not. That's still important, where you need to be in shape. And I was talking to one of my friends about this the other day, where I'm seeing a lot of similarities to Klay Thompson, because both of them went through season-ending injuries. They came back the year they came back from injury, they were on a heater the whole year. And then after that, durability issues and struggles. Klay went 0 of 10 in a play-in game. And this is the same exact path Jamal Murray's on. And it's very concerning, because he looks checked out.
He doesn't look the same.
Doesn't look the same. Ever since the season started the year afterwards, he's looked awful for his standards.
Yeah, I guess there's similarities to, the Embiid, but the only main difference is that Murray's playing. If it's a mental thing, obviously, he's trying to get through it. But I will say Murray looks considerably a little overweight.
People have been calling him fat.
He looks. Yeah. There was a video of him, I think, his hands on his knees on the foul line, and he looks fat. He looks like he's out of shape. And I remember him when he was drafted, he was pretty fit. He didn't really have fat added to him. He was quick. I think the difference, of course, with this is that if it's a mental thing, he's trying to play through it. If it's an injury thing, same thing. Embiid it's just nothing with anything. So I guess the only difference with Murray is that he's trying to at least work through it and do his job, which is play.
Right.
So it's weird. I don't know really what to say. It could be a lot of factors.
He's on Zion's meal plan.
It could be a Zion thing. Maybe he's injured, but the thing with this now is that he's not sitting out. He's playing through it. Zion, once the injury comes, I got to hit the couch. I got to recover.
I got to eat. A lot of times when you see players gain weight all of a sudden, the way Jamal Murray has, it shows a lack of discipline, a lack of maturity. I think he just needs to grow up. He needs to realize, he's not the young, athletic, youthful player he once was, where you can just eat whatever you want and play amazing the next day.
Yeah.
Like that lasts probably from like, I don't know, in your teenage years going into like 20, 23, around that age, right? But once you get past that, like you actually have to start taking care of your body. What are you eating? What are you doing to recover for your next game? Like you actually have to start disciplining yourself for that. And I think he needs to have a conversation with LeBron James because he's the GOAT for that very reason. He's the GOAT because he's super disciplined.
Right.
LeBron James, he takes recovery to the next level. He'll have like a snack here and there, like a sweet here and there, but like for the most part, LeBron James is super to the book. And when it comes to his recovery plan,
top tier.
Yeah. Nothing's better.
But this is the problem. Jamal Murray's upbringing was all about discipline. It's why he got into MMA and UFC and everything, because it's all about discipline. His father is like the foundation of that. And he keeps pushing him all the time. So that's why I'm so perplexed, because it's so uncharacteristic of who Jamal Murray is that it almost seems like the championship did kind of satisfy him in a way, which doesn't really make sense considering this team was just, if they had just locked in just for 10 minutes, they wouldn't have lost in the second round last year. And they probably would have gone on to the finals. And most likely probably would have beaten the Celtics.
I think you're pushing it with that.
It's hard because the Celtics just don't know how to guard Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, but they're just so good.
Right, but they also haven't beaten the Nuggets in like 3 years.
Yeah, but they're just so good.
Right, but so are the Nuggets.
But the Celtics are just so good.
Right, but yeah, you're talking like him now. But yeah, it's definitely concerning for Jamal Murray, and we'll see what happens because he needs to lock in, and who knows what the hell happens from here. So we'll see.